Hello and welcome back to day 5 of the Wellness Reset. So today we are diving into something that has been so powerful for me over the years, and that is the practice of journaling. So if you've been feeling scattered, overwhelmed, or maybe just even a bit out of sync with yourself, journaling could be the tool that you need. It is such a powerful habit to begin because it really is going to give you the space to process your thoughts and emotions. So when you write things down, you're actually decluttering your mind. It's going to help you to make sense of everything that's just swirling around in there, whether it's thoughts, worries, ideas, feelings, or something else. For me, when I take the time to sit down and journal, it's like hitting the reset button for my mind. It's going to clear out all the mental noise that just comes with the busyness of life, and it really will give you the space for clarity. Now, you don't have to be like a writer, you don't have to have any experience with journaling to do it. The magic is in the act of showing up for yourself and just allowing whatever needs to come out to flow out onto the page without any judgment. You never have to read this back. It's simply the act of putting pen to paper that is going to be so powerful. So I remember the first time I read the book The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and it really changed how I view creativity and mental clarity. And one of the biggest takeaways for me was the idea of morning pages. So it's basically 3 pages of free handwriting first thing in the morning, no filter, no judgment, just letting everything spill out onto the page. And this practice isn't just for artists, it's for anyone who's looking to clear their mind, process their thoughts, and create a deeper connection with themselves. And while morning pages is a great way to start the day, journaling at night can be just as impactful. So it really depends on what works best for you and your schedule. But it's a way to wind down at night, to process everything that happened through the day, and also to reflect on those small, beautiful moments that you might have otherwise missed. So just by taking a few minutes before bed to write, you can release the tension and the stress of the day, which will help you to fall asleep clearer with a more peaceful mind. Now, to get started, you really don't need anything fancy, just a pen, a notebook, and yourself. Don't worry about what you're writing or if it makes sense or punctuation or grammar or any of those things. Just start by setting a timer for 5 or 10 minutes and let the words flow. It's really about giving your mind the space to release and process everything you've been holding on to. For me, it was absolutely like free therapy, and I can't recommend it enough. So I'm going to challenge you today to grab a notebook, find a quiet space, and give journaling a try. Try for 5 or 10 minutes, see what comes up, and notice how you feel afterwards, because I bet you're going to feel lighter, clearer, and more connected to yourself. So I'm going to put a few journal prompts up here that you can screenshot just now. I'll also put them in the description to help you get started. And just work through, maybe even pick 1 or 2 of those little prompts and just see what comes up for you. Something that you might even surprise yourself by what comes up during this practice. So it's well worth giving it a go. And I think if you really, want to change, you have to be open to trying new things and finding new things that work for you. And as with everything else that we spoke about this week, it's really in the small shifts. So it's the daily act of just starting this new habit, seeing what comes up for you, and just going back to it again and again and again, and who knows where that might lead to. But I think if you were to start this practice now, that you would already notice within 5 to 10 minutes how much better you feel just from simply letting everything that's going on up there out, giving it space, and then you're actually making space to welcome in more of the things that you want into your life. More joy, more happiness, more peace, more clarity, all of these amazing things. So give it a go. Let me know how you get on. Share with me in the comments how you found this practice. And I'll also leave the link to the book The Artist's Way, just in case you wanted to dive in a little bit deeper to that. And I will be back here tomorrow to share more about my story, my journey from postpartum psychosis to wellness. I'm really excited to share that with you. So I'll see you back here tomorrow. Namaste.